Good afternoon. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News, y'all. Come on in. Come on in, man. I want to discuss and give a sincere condolences out to the people in Thailand, you all. Today has been a very sad day for the people in Thailand, you all. Experienced the largest massacre in Thailand history. I said it was absolutely the very largest massacre in Thailand history, you all, where we had to happen to have an ex-police officer just leaving a court hearing, you all, in which he was fired last month. He was absolutely fired last month for drug usage, you all. And in this particular case, it's a very sad case because he left a court proceeding, went straight to a Thailand DayCare center, you all, in which he then opened fire into this particular school building, killing a bunch of children, you all, and the school teachers. Like I say, very sad day in Thailand. Was absolutely the largest massacre in Thailand history. What's up, Carl, bro? Good afternoon, man. I was coming in. I got another one for you all later on, but I want to give sincere condolences to the people in Thailand. They had an ex-police officer who was busted, you all. He, from what I understand, I seen on a few other reports that could have been some crystal meth, some methamphetamine, you all. I'm not sure what actually the drug actually was, but I actually heard this morning on the world news, you all. But in this particular case, like I said, it was very sad because not only did he kill the children, you all, he also went home and killed his wife and his son. So I don't know what made the man flip out like this. Maybe it was just him feeling like he had been betrayed by the system that he was actually trying to be a part of, you all. He was a police officer. I don't know what the stipulations is for their drug policies working on the job, but I'm sure that in any of these cities or countries or different states that we have over here in these other countries, they do not allow their officers to actually use any kind of drugs, you all. Not only that, in other places like Japan and Singapore, the gun laws are a lot stricter, so it's very, very rare to actually have a massacre where a lot of people is actually getting killed. I mean, like so forth as far as in the United States. We have, just recently had the Uvalde school shooting. We have church massacres going on. We have killings going on in grocery stores. Man, you name it, man. There's somebody getting killed nowadays, you all. Like I said, a very sad situation. So I just want to come on and pay some kind of respects to our creator, not just the people in Thailand, but my condolences does go out to these people, you all. But God created all people, and like I said, these were children. So I actually want to come on and go in on behalf of these children, you all. But I do have a news clip also, and I had the video as well in the description. Good afternoon, Drew Bean. What's up, bros? I got a good one this evening. I want to share with you all. I'll tell y'all about it later. It said a former police officer busted in a daycare center in northeast Thailand on Thursday, killed dozens of children and teachers, then firing on more as he fled in the deadliest rampage in the nation's history, you all. It said that the assailant, whose authorities said was fired from the police force earlier this year because of drugs offenses, took his own life after killing his wife and children at home. It said the witnesses said staff in daycare locked the door when they saw the assailant approaching with a gun, but he shot He shot his way in. Said the video posted online after the attack, frantic family members could be heard weeping outside the daycare, and one image shows the floor of one room mirrored with blood and sleeping mats, you all, scattered about. It said the pictures of the alphabet and other colorful decorations are adored on the wall. It said at least 37 people were killed in the attack, according to police. Achayan Kathon, another 12 people were wounded. At least 24 of the dead were children, mostly preschoolers, you all. It said teachers who died, she had a child in her arms as witness whose name wasn't given. It said told Thailand Chad Luke television at the scene, I didn't think he would kill children, but he shot at the door and shot right through it, you all. It said police identified the suspect as 34-year-old former police Payan Karamp. It said police Major General Pasol Lusambun told PPT TV in an interview that he was fired from the force earlier this year because of drug-related offense. It said in the attack he used multiple weapons, including a handgun, a shotgun, a knife. Pasil said local police chief Dam Wong Sak Kitapafe told reporters that the suspect was a sergeant on the force before he was fired, and that the main weapon he used was a 9mm pistol, as he had purchased himself, you all. Like I said, this was crazy. I didn't even know that he was a sergeant, but like I said, he had rank. I'm pretty sure he felt betrayed. Like I said, there's no reason to kill your own wife and son, you all, and especially other people's children. That's very sad. But as he had another hearing this morning, and I'm pretty sure he was going to see if possibly he was going to get reinstated or whatever. And then he went to this particular daycare and was asking for his son. And his son didn't happen to be at the daycare that morning. I'm not sure if they was late. His mother failed to drop him off or whatever. But he had snapped from that point as the school teachers told him that his son was not in school this day, that he hadn't came that morning, so he just went on here and snapped right then, It said, we are still investigating all of this and to learn from it. He said, today, the first day, and we won't have all the details. He said, police have not given the full breakdown of the death toll, but they have said at least 22 children and 2 adults were killed at the daycare in northeast Thai town in Nong Bu Lampu. It said firearms-related deaths in Thailand are much lower in these countries like these than the United States and Brazil, but much higher in countries like Japan and Singapore that have much stricter gun controls. It said the rate of fire rate related to deaths in 2019 was about 4 per 100,000 people. So every 100,000 people, 4 people was killed by gunfire out there, opposed to in the United States, every 100,000 people, we have 11 people that's killed by gunfire. And, I'm just learning that Brazil is more deadly than our country. I said it more. Brazil has more things jumping off in their country because for every 100,000 people, 23 people are killed by gunfire. So I don't know what they doing in Brazil, gang banging or what they doing, you all, but something jumping off. And another thing, I didn't think they had anything like meth, but I really did hear this, you all, that this man had some meth, you all, and I just thought they only made this over here in our country. But I'm pretty sure they got their coke and everything also. It said last month, a clerk shot the co-worker at the Thailand Army War College in Bangkok, you all, killing 2 and wounding another before he was arrested. It said the country previously worst massacre shooting involved in a disgruntled soldier who opened fire in and around a mall in northeast city of Nakhon Ratchama in 2020, killing 29 people. It said, and holding off security forces for some 16 hours before eventually being killed by them. It said Thailand's Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, who was to travel to the town on Friday, told reporters that the initial reporters were the former officers was having personal problems. It said this should not have happened. I feel deeply saddened toward the victims and their relatives. So the chief already said he was having some kind of emotional problem, but I'm sure, like I said, he really lost his mind, you all. He probably had left a little quarter pin and hit him something, because for him to potentially snap like that, it was a rare thing. So I wanted to come on here and try to share a little bit of it.
Thank you very much.
Because like I say, it's just rare that these kind of things happen in their country. We always hearing about stuff jumping off over here. Y'all had a good day today? Yeah, they tripping, man, out there. Yep, had to be a mental illness. Like I said, they never shared it. We never get none of their news particularly, so it's kind of hard to know what's going on. I had one of their little news channels, but they sent me something talking about they want to charge me, so I had canceled their little subscription. Here we go, y'all.
After gunmen opened fire at a child care center, 24 children and 11 adults were killed in the attack in northeast Thailand. Police say the suspected gunman then fled to his home after the shooting and then killed his wife and a child before turning the gun on himself. So let's bring in CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer joining us from Tokyo to talk a little bit more about this. Elizabeth, we have covered enough school shootings to know how heartbreaking and tragic something like this is. But, sadly, it happens far too often here in this country. It hardly doesn't happen, I don't think, in Thailand.
It's very rare. First of all, gun laws are extremely strict there, and generally violence is low. So this will have shocked not only the country but the world. It's unspeakably tragic. This man showed up around noon at a daycare center, apparently looking for his own son, who wasn't there. He was at home, and something set him off, and he began to shoot and, some witnesses say, stab some of the children. He went into a room where some of them were sleeping before, as you said, driving home and then killing himself, his wife, and his child.
So do we know anything about the gunman at this point?
That one was sad, man, and gruesome. Real gruesome because, like I say, after he ran out of bullets, you all, the man went to proceed to stabbing the little kids, man, and these were some children, I'm pretty sure, between 6 months, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, you all, these was a real daycare. So, like I said, a very sad situation in Thailand. Prayers and condolences go out to the people of Thailand, and especially the family and the victims of Thailand, you all. Happy to see you all today. Bros, I'll come back on and holler at y'all in a minute, y'all. I got one for us too. Peace. Go out for a crack game. Y'all have a good day, bro. I'll be back.